He say, she say, we say, I say, hearing out them points of views when I see it my way. Yes it goes, yes it knows, maybe so's, probably not. Shoulds and coulds, do's and don'ts, your wills and won'ts is how you rock. Politicians and religions, on your house or are you renting? Is you married? Is you single? Meta interest when you mingle, turn out to be someone you into. So how long before the bed get wrinkled? Children when they tripping, is it time out or do you whip them? Opinions and decisions, hunches, intuitions, may or may not get it, cause people's experience different. Check the prejudice at the door. Speak the mind, you give the flow. Tell the truth if it's sweet or sour, cause the hour we spitting that fire.
Everyone, so we are going to get into this shit with Wendy Williams. Now, Wendy Williams has been on this tour promoting her new movie for Lifetime, right? And it's telling about all her marital issues and things of that nature. And we're going to be listening and we're going to be watching and all this and that. And I thought this was been the perfect night to sit up there and, put out about Wendy Williams. So Wendy went on and to say some things, okay, that she was on her DJ show. And she said some things that her and Method Man done. She said that they were at a party. She said that they were smoking weed. And she said his weed was better than her weed. And she said that a fight had broke out. And she was like, what's up? You want to come back to my crib? And so this is what I be telling you women. You know what I mean? Ain't no calling rape when you do this. You got to know and hold your own and know what you want when you want it. Okay? All right? Not saying you can't change your mind if he say something stupid, but you got to hold it down. You can't be saying and calling rape after the fact. But one thing I can say about Wendy, she didn't do that with Method, okay? Well, could you imagine? You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine? I'm thinking like Method really got that dingo. You know what I mean? He got that real big dingo. Because that's probably why she upset with Method Man and say little sneaky shit, airing out his little business about his wife and all that kind of shit. She always take a little dig at him all the time, every now and again. You know what I'm saying? She really does. She really does. It's one of those things where he put it down on her. You know what I mean? And probably didn't want to have nothing else to do with her or whatnot after that. And it's like, okay, I'm going to get at you because you gave me that good dingo and your ass dropped me like a hot potato. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell are you? Who is you? Who you think you is? You know what I'm saying? But Wendy, we can't say you ain't a man. Either you ain't a man. They can't say UTS. We talk all that shit for years about you being a man. You know what I mean? Either you a man or they down with them alternative people. It's either or. They can't be both now. It cannot be both. All right? So we got to sit up there and listen. But let's listen to what Method Man had to say about it. Let's listen.
I smoked a blunt with with Method Man, while I gave him a bath, and it was a one-night stand. And
what?
And he'll deny it, maybe not.
That wasn't in the movie.
It wasn't in the movie. It wasn't in the movie because Method Man is still very angry at me.
For what?
I don't know. For being me, for telling the truth. It was one night we were in the club. A fight broke out and gunshots.
MTV. What did they say?
They said that you were going through something with your wife. Like I think she was sick or something like that, right?
Yeah, she was sick.
Is she all right now?
I'd like to thank Wendy Williams for bringing that to the masses because she didn't have to go on the radio and say that shit. I like to keep stuff like that private, but yeah, she was sick.
But everything's all right now. All right.
Better than what it was.
Well, then that's what's up. That's what's
better
up.
than what it was.
That's what's up, man. I know a lot of us go through it. You know what I mean?
I be feeling like, yo, that ain't nobody fucking business right there, though. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it and shit. That's her business. She didn't want anybody to know about it. You know what I'm saying? And I respected her wishes right there. So for the media to bring that and put that shit out there like that, I think that shit is mad tacky and disrespectful.
Yeah, well, you know what? We won't even run that, man. So don't even worry.
No,
about
y'all
it.
can run that. I want that to be ran. I'm talking about as far as the way it was done in the beginning, because she's past all that now. But when it was going on and all that, and people, it was done by. I'm gonna give you. Wendy Williams did it. All right, her. She's the one that did it. You can attack me any way you want to. I'm in the entertainment business, but you don't attack my family, man. My wife ain't had nothing to do with that, man. Had all nothing to do with that. You did not have to do that. Her family members didn't even know she was sick. We still live in our same community where we used to live at. The people that lived around us didn't know she was sick till you said that shit. And everybody looking at her, staring at her. You know how uncomfortable that makes somebody feel, especially somebody that's going through chemo? Stupid ass bitch. Bad enough she didn't have her hair on her head. You think she wants people staring at her, pointing at her, talking about how sick she is? Nobody knew anything until Wendy Williams said that shit.
She hasn't won a lot of fans, man.
She doesn't have any fans, and the people that listen to her just as fucking dumb, because the bitch is an idiot, man. She's a fucking idiot, man. It's like she can say whatever she want to say about me. I never call up there for shit. She can say whatever she want to say. But you don't attack my fucking family, man. You gotta be out your fucking mind, lady. For real, you gotta be out your motherfucking mind, man. I ain't no regular okie doke nigga, man. I ain't no NSYNC Justin Timberlake ass nigga, man. Come from Park Hill, Staten Island, Park Hill, nigga. You been on my block, you know where I'm from. You been on my block, these fucking them little niggas around there. Think I don't know, snipping, blow, sucking these niggas off and shit. I know. However you want to do it, Wendy, but me, I'm not gonna do it verbally. I'm not gonna come on your little show and try and bark on you and shit like that. Nah, man, I'm a street nigga. You'll see me.
Wendy Williams had implicated a lot of people into where she was getting her job, quote, quote, her job, per se. And a person like me, I never thought that it will get that far. So when I heard all these names get brought up besides me, I thought it was a ploy for her to get what she get with stardom. You know what I mean? Because people already knew.
Okay, since we were sitting up there talking about Wendy Williams' love life, I thought that I would throw Eric Sermon in there as well, okay? And that's an interview he did with another person. And I just thought that would have been epic to throw that in there. So I threw that little clip in there to give you guys a bonus, all right? Because it wasn't, since Wendy opened up her love life, all right? Because after her and Kevin got a divorce and, you know, he had a baby on it. So it just seemed like her life is just a total Hollywood, New York celebrity mess. You know what I mean? It just seemed like it's just a mess after a mess after a mess after a mess after a mess. And she often talked about who she did, what she did, why she did it, and everything else. And see, Wendy, these are the things that you have, you know what I'm saying, had to come out the closet and tell people, because of the simple fact is you was always in everybody else's business. But that's your job. You a gossip columnist. So if you are a gossip columnist and you are a gossip journalist and you are gossip everything else, it's only fair that when people know something about you, that you freely tell your business. You have to. Because you might as well beat them at their own game, because you started the game. You are the queen of gossip, okay? And so I just thought that this was real important. But then Wendy went on and took jabs at Little Kim. And just to name a few, she took jabs at a lot of people, okay? But these are some of the people that I think today she still have a little issue with. So when she was on her show, she took a jab at Little Kim, talking about her transformation with her face and everything like that. And Little Kim told us what happened, but I guess Wendy wasn't even buying it or whatever. So on her show, Wendy has said some things about Little Kim, and we're going to take a clip at that, and then we're going to listen to the audio that I'm reading about Little Kim took to Twitter to clap back at Wendy Williams. So we're going to see all this stuff, and then I'm going to come back later on with some continued commentary about Wendy Williams' bizarre love life. Let's take a listen.
Like done, filled. It's filled so tight now, Kim, it looks like a pin would just pop you. Anyway, Kim is claiming that the blogs have been altering her pictures and trying to sabotage her images her image for years. Now, let me just say, I agree with Kim on this particular one, and then I'll dial it back and tell you.
Okay, everyone. So this article was back, okay, almost 8 years ago, okay, in 2013, all right? And it says, Little Kim drops a bomb on Wendy Williams' alleged sexual acts with Biggie. Okay, and this is by Benet Vieira, okay? And so let's read this, okay? We see this right here. I'm going to read the first paragraph and a half. And I think you guys can see it, but if not, I blew it up as much as I possibly could or whatever. But let's take a read on this. It says, Lil Kim has enough of the jabs about the look which has seemingly changed over the years. Wendy Williams found herself feeling the wrath of the queen bee. You want to rumble with me, bee, huh? Wendy tweeted, Wendy dishes on at Lil Kim's dramatic new look and reveals who she wants to feel. Joy Behar shoes on the View video, right? So if you hadn't seen the Wendy Williams show this particular day, she was talking about the View, Joy Behar. Remember back in the day when Joy Behar left the View for a minute or whatever, and all this and that. Well, in response, Kim fired back off a string of tweets that have been since deleted. Bitch, why didn't you show that side by side pic? The pic is photoshopping, you know it. You hating bitch. A bad angle will never make you look like I'm right here. Like that. Stop hating on me because you sucked Biggie's dick and didn't want nothing to do with your ass after that. It seems it's time for the world to know the real. I'm not playing with your ass no more. Let's get it. I'm like, woo! Let's talk about this tweet a little bit more. But first, let's read this. Let's read this. Let me see what it says some more. Come on, let's go up some more. Okay, and then it says Wendy tweeted following that segment she done on Lil Kim image where Wendy agreed the media had altered her look. But Wendy's opinion was you out of LaToya in your new look. Don't blame Photoshop, blame the plastic surgeon girl. Kim's still a Brooklyn girl though, and so Wendy better watch it. So, you know what? Woo, Wendy Williams. Wendy. And even though this is 8 years ago, a lot of the things that Wendy say to people, she hasn't made amends with everyone. She hasn't made amends with, I think, some other people recently, but not everyone. Okay? And so, we're going to get into this a little bit more. Boy, Wendy, I tell you the truth. Wendy. I'm telling you, Wendy, you have to stop doing the things that you do. So we've seen that clap back or whatever, right? We've seen that clap back. And this stuff was just interesting. It was so interesting. But then she went on and she was on Fox Soul talking to a host named Claudia Jordan. And she revealed, I'm just not going to put that video in there. I'm not too fan of that show. Anyway, and she revealed that she was sexually assaulted by Sherrick. Now, some of you who are younger, you know what I mean, you may not know who Sherrick was, but I believe he was like a one-hit wonder. He had a single called Just Call or Call You or something similar like that. Don't quote me on it, okay? And I remember that song, okay? It was a hit song. And this look back in the day, in the 80s and early 90s, was the look for R&B artists. You know what I mean? Back in the 80s. And it kind of faded out towards the 90s. But the light-skinned guy with the curly perm or curly hair and, you know, hang out in front. And, you know, they have those type of suits on and all these type of things, right? And so, you know, he had the barge look, and everybody was just like, in the 80s and stuff, everybody, you know, all the pretty guys wanted to look like the DeBarge. You had your L.B. Shores and all these, you know, guys. And that's the look that they was given. You know, either you were light-skinned pretty boy or you was a sexy chocolate. You know, you had your Aaron Halls and all these and that. Okay. And so Wendy Williams said that she He hit on her one day. She was interviewing him on the radio, and they decided to. She decided to leave with him. Okay, and she decided to leave with him, and she decided to go and get in his limo and go do some drugs. Okay, because she was on drugs. Okay, drugs was her choice, like cocaine. She was on cocaine real heavy. And she said, Wendy said she put down the 8-ball by herself. I'm like, wow, that's some high tolerance of drugs for you. And she said that Sherry and her, went to the drug dealer's place. And it wasn't like crackhead looking. These were people who had elite careers and things like that. And he was the type of guy that, he liked her. And she got a discount for her drugs and all these type of things or whatever. And she said that her and Sherry went back to his hotel and he took a shower. And she said, well, I didn't know why he was taking a shower. I'm thinking he's an R&B singer, so he's taking a shower. I'm thinking to myself, why would he need you to go back to his hotel room to take a shower as opposed to saying, okay, let me go freshen up. I'll meet you such and such a place or whatever, if you didn't think that that's where you were going. See, this is why I tell women, you got to think. You'd be like, oh, I'm taking a shower. I'm like, what you taking a shower for? That's the first thing I'd be asking. Like, what you taking a shower for? Because I'm not taking a shower. Like, we finna go. I mean, we going out. Well, what are you going to do? You need to ask those questions before you even got in the shower. But anyway, she said he got out the shower. And she said that he had a towel around her. And she was like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? And I'm thinking to myself, your high ass said all of that. You high as hell. Y'all just went and did some cocaine. You know what I mean? You mean to tell me cocaine don't make you horny? Getting high and screwing. He was high. You were high. It seems to me that if he had to tell his story, I'm sure that he would tell a different story. However, Sherry passed away January 22nd, 1999. Again, another person that's not here to defend himself. And it's easy to make a claim against him because he's not here to defend himself. You know what I mean? And we are living in an age where victimhood is everything. And I know that if Wendy Williams could have claimed victim a long time ago, she really would have. But not to say that it didn't happen. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? She would have told it a long time ago to me because she talks a lot. Like when she was telling this story on Fox Soul, she was telling them more than what the hell they were really asking. And they were really asking everything about the movie. And it seemed like to me, she did some of that 8-ball when she was on Fox Soul. I mean, Wendy lately just seemed like she just been on some stuff for the past year and a half after her divorce with Kelvin, okay? And so she actually was taking some digs at Kelvin, too. I mean, she talking about her alimony and taking care of his new baby with her alimony. She threw a jab out there about the baby, gave the baby name up and everything. But see, I can't blame Wendy because if it's ever a time when a woman should be scorned, that would be it. Demolishing our marriage, having an affair, another family. Yeah, I don't have no loyalty. Bitch, you helping my husband spend my money and you screwing him too and had a baby with him. Now, I got to take care of y'all for life or for a time being. You know what I mean? So, I can't fault her for being a little bitter on that. We human. You have every right to be, okay? And that girl got to take whatever you dish out, okay? Because she did it. And that baby going to suffer from it. I hate to say it, but she's going to always know she was the side baby. Because I had things like that without my family. And I'm telling you, there are members of my family that were side babies, and they get treated like side babies, unfortunately. And that's unfortunate. And I'm just like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, I just never want to experience that. Just to have your husband not only cheat, but have a baby on the side. Like a whole nother human being. That's just only heartbreaking. And I can only imagine. And I don't wish that on no woman. You know what I mean? Wish that on none. So, that's going to be concluding to that, okay? Because I know some of you guys are shocked that I said that, but I am human. I am a woman, and I just like to have women be held accountable for their actions. But at the same time, I know a lot of times we've done wrong, but it has nothing really to do with gender. It has something to do with people and self-respect and respecting whatever relationship that they're in at that time. You understand? And so, since we're on the edge of concluding this video, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay? Hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload a new video. And you can hit the like button. And if you would like to support the channel, you can cash out Spittin' Fire. All right? Thank y'all for taking care. I'm your girl, R.A., and this is Spittin' Fire. Bye.